Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome back to my channel. So let's look at another software which is called SDRSharp. Just simply Google SDRSharp. The first link that you will see is the link will be called airspy.com. There are AirSpy software-defined radio platforms that you can use, but you can also use your RTL-SDR dongle and HackRF. We'll see what are the devices it support once you install it. So it's a free software which is known as SDRSharp, a very popular software for Windows platform. I think now it's available for Linux and for your Mac systems as well. The thing is, just simply go in. I have downloaded this version, so you can just simply go in and download this version. When you download this version, you will get 32-bit version, but you can also download SDRSharp, 64-bit version. Doesn't matter. Anything, it works perfectly fine. Now, once you download this, make sure whatever the device that you have, either USRP, AirSpy, or anything like that, is connected. I'm going to simply go into my folder, which is called unzip it. All right, the thing is, you need to unzip the software. Once you unzip the software, just simply open this up. And there is an application called SDRSharp. So once you unzip it, all right, in order for you to use HackRF, RTL-SDR, AirSpy, I've been telling you this, in Windows platform, you need to install something called ZDIC, which allows you to actually connect your RTL, which allows you to install drivers for your RTL-SDR, HackRFs, and things like that. So just double click on your SDRSharp. It's going to be a smaller video. This software is quite nice. I have connected my RTL-SDR dongle with this, and my antenna is outside. All right, so now this is the display of this software, which is called AirSpy SDR. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. Now, once you have this thing open, go to this configuration of sources. Go down here. It automatically picked up my RTL SDR, but you can always go down here. Go here and go here and go to under sources. So what are the devices that you can use with this particular software? You can use AirSpy, you can use RTL, SDR USB, HackRF, you can use Funcube dongles. Anything that is there in the list, you can use that software. So what I'm going to do, since in our case, R is actually generic RTL 2832, the default sap rate is 2.4 megasamples, we're good to go. And then we're going to hit play. So, of course, just like any basic software-defined radio software, you will have narrowband FM, you have wideband, AM band, lower sideband, upper sideband, double sideband, continuous wave, raw, and things like that. You will have a windowing function just like that. Right now, as you can see, all right, the cool thing about this software is, which is not something really, is not there in GQRX, is if you have an RDS channel, RDS FM, you will see this. So this particular channel that we're looking at is actually an RDS, and you can see that information right here on your screen. So that's the cool thing as compared to GQRX, which is also a very good software, but it does not have that feature. Plus, it will also give you the band information as well. So based on international band settings, so you will also see right now we're looking at FM broadcast. So if I were to just turn on the volume. अल्लाह तो लोगों पर कुछ जुल्म नहीं करता, लेकिन लोग ही अपने आप पर. This thing is working. You can also tune into different frequencies as well. So FM is like working perfectly fine with this. I can turn on. So that's the cool thing. So this particular signal is not actually a RDS signal, so you can see this, but this signal is RDS because you will eventually see that information which is required by RDS. Now, next thing is you can always tune in the frequencies you want. So, for example, right now we're at this particular band. You can clearly see that band information is also there. It's military and air. Let's go into some other frequency as well. Let's try some other ones like 935 mega, which is your cellular telephony or something like that. So you can see this spike. All right, what else you can control? You'll have right here, you'll have your AGC, you'll also have your audio. You can also control your gain as well. So let me just look at the settings. I can control my RF gain. Here we go. So after controlling my RF gain, as you can see this is what my spectrum looks like. I can tune it to different frequencies. I'm not seeing any cellular band here written, but that's the idea behind it. I can go in try some 1090 signal, which is actually going to be your signal for ADSB. You can also use that as well. Here we go. So you can also look at this signal as well. Of course, you need to position your antenna outside, so you'll be able to see this, and so on and so forth. So it's a very nifty software. It's free. I mean, somehow the Mac version doesn't seem to work for me. Neither my Linux version, but on Windows platform, this works absolutely great. What else frequent? What other frequency I can target? So we have now we are at 23 centimeter ham radio band. I can try 1575, which is or 1525, which is your uh, GPS frequencies. Let me try to see if I can tune into 1800 band and so on and so forth. So we're limited in terms of my frequency band because I'm using my RTL. I can always change my device to be anything else as well. Just to give you a quick overview, I'm gonna stop this for right now, and I'm gonna remove this, and I'm gonna quickly change this to my HackRF. Let's see if I'll be able to see this quickly. And hold on a second. So I'm just sticking my antenna to my HackRF. Let's just quickly configure my device as well. Let's see. All right, let's look at this quickly. I'll be able to see this. Source. Let's try HackRF. I hope it's supposed to work. Yeah, it's working. So let's just quickly look at some other bands. So let's look at 1800 megahertz band, which is your cellular telephony. Real quick, let me look at my RF gain. Play around with my LNA a little bit, and let's do this. So let me close this. So somewhere, so 1800 band is working quite nicely. I can also try my 2100 band, which is your down here. So here we go. So this is like your 3G and 4G band. And I can also try my 2.4 gigahertz band. So this is somewhere around your two. So here we go. I can see my Wi-Fi activity and things like that. So quickly, you can swap into your devices, different devices, real quick, just to see, to visualize your spectrum. So very cool software. You can perform basic demodulation and things like that. Easy setup. Not much is required. Not much of an information. All you need to do, you can just simply use this to actually monitor the spectrum, and you can try to demodulate AM, lower sideband, upper sideband, wideband FM frequencies, and double sideband signals as well. So I hope you find this video to be helpful. It's free. The steps are there. If you guys have any questions, just leave it in the comment section, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And thanks for watching, guys.